Okay, pull up the link.
All right.
Let's get to our monthly overview of the 2024 candidates. Oh, my hold on.
Yo.
Before we join Team Nikki, hold on.
Well, no. Wait, can you see? Hold on.
Yeah, I can see.
Oh, shoot. I am not.
Oh, can they see? I don't know. Yeah,
they can see.
Biden. Sorry, I almost said Brandon, but I mean Biden. Sorry, Sleepy Joe. Joe did announce his candidacy this week, maybe last week, in terms of that. Whatever you're listening to recently, he just announced he's officially running. He's running as the oldest president ever, mind you. And so we got that to look for the Democratic side. Mind you, both of us, I mean, I can't speak for E, but I'm an independent, a conservative independent. What does John say? I'm a fiscal
John says he's a fiscal conservative, but social liberal.
Yeah,
that's like
I'm a fiscal conservative independent. I don't agree with that social stuff, but that's what I'll put it out there. So Biden,
yeah, okay, Biden.
Let's stop. Just Biden. You think he has a shot against the field?
Which field? You mean the primaries or the nation?
There's no primaries for him. I'm talking about
the field. Yeah,
any Republican candidate.
Look. Do you want to know how I'm analyzing 2024? I'll tell you how it's going to go down right now.
Don't get the full summary yet. We're going to go individual candidate by candidate. Just Biden or the field.
Biden. Sam, you think you're so independent, and me, I'm also independent. I'm independent, but I'm progressive. You're independent. You're conservative leaning, right? But we're independents because we educate ourselves on current issues, and actually, like, even though we're different politically, like, a lot of our values are similar, right? And that we're not making this about us, but like,
we're not one topic guys.
Most of the country isn't like us, Sam. I'm sorry to say. Like, most of the country,
I think most of the country like us.
But most of the voters, I'll say that most of the voters are not like us. They see Biden running 2024, they cheer, and they go, yeah, Biden gonna beat whoever the Republican's gonna be.
Who cheers?
People cheer, bro, because there's no other better candidate. Like, half the country is more liberal or more progressive than Biden, but they can't vote for anybody else, so they have to vote for Biden. Because who's the alternative, right?
We have plenty to discuss. Great topic. Now, let's move on to the...
Okay, hold on. Before we move on, let's talk about Biden a little bit. Okay, so I am a progressive, but I'm disappointed that Bernie's not going to be running against Biden. I think it was... It must have been a deal they made when Biden got elected into office. He put Bernie in that committee, the head of that committee, a big committee that I think is the financial committee. I forgot what it is. And I think after that, he wasn't gonna, no matter what happens, as long as Biden runs for re-election, Bernie was never gonna run against him. Now, Biden has also announced that if for primaries, he's not doing any debates, right? So basically, they're saying it's closed. Incumbent going in, Joe Biden. So that's what we have to live with. Sam's going to talk about who the field will be. But for me, please, with what we know now, please, can we at least give me some hope in the change on the VP? If he's going to stick with Kamala, then fine.
Oh, my goodness.
But look, to me, no matter what you think of the VP, like, to me, that might subtracts points from Biden. It doesn't add points.
Big. That's big.
So, but I don't think he's going to do it because the Democrats are just a bunch of pussies, dude. Like, they're on the right side, from my perspective, they're on the right side of issues a lot of times, but they don't fight. They're dumb. And they take black voters and minority voters for granted. They don't fight anything for them. They don't do shit for them. They just know that the other side is a detriment. So they say, look, at least if you vote for us, you're just not gonna get worse. That's the fucking DNC motto. I fucking hate that shit. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, the moment that it's two hypocrites that are on the ballot, I would have kind of even leaned towards him against Trump if he had my girl Stacey Abrams. If he had Stacey Abrams, I would have been pro that ticket. If he had Stacey Abrams, for real. But as soon as he had Kamala, oh my goodness, I was out immediately. I already know Biden's a flip flop, but I mean, you can get the real one in there. If you can get a real one in there, I would have been. Stacey Abrams is a real one, through and through, from my perspective. I mean, at the end of the day. But he's not switching, and that's an L.
Because they're
I don't think he has another chance. If I'm honest, I'll take the field all day.
Democrats don't make big moves. They play it safe all the time because they're a bunch of pussies.
Statistics say that the incumbent wins about 80% of the time in any election in terms of that.
And he'll win.
In terms of that.
Okay, let's talk about your field. This
is an L.
Who's your field?
Scroll through. Let's meet the candidates.
All right. What candidate? Nikki
No.
My candidate?
No, on that one. Just scroll down.
Oh, for real? There was. Oh my God! I didn't even know that was what we were doing. My bad. Hold on.
Oh my goodness. hey, keep Nikki on the way.
President Biden. He's gonna win.
Blah blah blah. That's your opinion. It's an L.
All right.
I'll take the field all day.
All right. Here's the thing.
And then we got DT himself.
He was saying what you want to say about Donald Trump.
Huh?
You have something to say about Donald Trump?
I mean, he's obviously the leading candidate right now in terms of for the field.
He will wipe the floor on the Republican side. He will wipe the floor. Ron DeSantis is not even going to run anymore after that pudding ad he put out.
What?
You know the Donald Trump ad about DeSantis, the DeSantis eating pudding with his fingers, putting his hands where he's not supposed to be.
But we said that last time. DeSantis had no shot against Trump.
We wiped the floor.
No shot.
So who has a shot?
The thing is, though, the people that went through Biden, that were independent, that were flip-flopping, that don't like Biden, and that voted for Biden just because they didn't like Trump, they're going to need somebody else to vote for this year. You know what I'm saying? If they don't like Biden and they don't like DT, they're going to need somebody else.
They still don't like Trump.
Yeah, they don't. But there's a good candidate. Right now, he's a front runner. I'll even have to concede on that. He's a front runner.
He's good
by far. My girl, Team Nikki. This is the gold. She's serving it on the platter. She's serving it on the platter.
I have to say though, I have to say, and I don't mean to sound like Hillary Clinton when I say this, but a lot of the Republicans, a lot of them are a little bit misogynistic. They don't like women candidates, not for president. Not for president, and I don't think she's gonna win. And that's not her fault, and I'm not. That's just my analysis on things. I'm not saying women can't. No, of course I believe women can do anything a man can in political office. It's just I don't think a lot of the country thinks that. This is why I don't think, especially on the Republican ticket. Oh man, come on.
I think she will, because at the end of the day, they need a change and a new look in terms of a new era. So they went from the more modern feel in terms of the Republican Party. They can't just be on such a traditional old philosophy if they want to continuously. Let me just send this to you.
When do the primaries end? Usually by April 2024, I think the primaries would have been done, or is it June? I think Nikki Haley will concede about 3 months or before the primary actually ends. I think by 2 months left in the primaries, Donald Trump would have already solidified his candidacy on the Republican ticket. That's how That's how strong I think Donald Trump is on the Republican side. And to be honest, Donald Trump isn't as big of a populist nowadays as he was in 2016. So once Nikki Haley drops out, with everybody else dropping out about 3 months before the primaries end, Donald Trump will have the next 3 months to campaign until the actual national election. And Donald Trump's going to lose against Joe Biden because Donald Trump's not as popular as he was in 2016. And right now, polls show that in a head-to-head election with Joe Biden, Donald Trump's going to lose. So we're going to have Biden for another 4 years.
Polls are not reliable anymore, in my opinion, at the end of the day, especially when it's involving Trump at the end of the day. But the thing is, though, if the Republicans want a shot, I think Nikki Haley would be the best one. You would get a lot more moderates voters to flip over in terms of that. You'd get a lot of them to flip over to...
And that might be true. That might be true in a regular election cycle, right? But
that's a good point.
But this is an incumbent. Moderates will vote for. Moderates love Joe Biden, Sam. Moderates love Joe Biden. Moderates think that I'm talking about moderates that have not middle class. I'm talking about moderates. They think Joe Biden is doing amazing. There are people in
but the thing is, though, you got to take into account the huge factor right here is economics. Economics are not the same right now. People are going through it in terms of finances and inflation. You don't live here. It's tough.
Yeah, it is.
It's tough.
I know it's tough. But as long as there's a conflict with Russia, Nikki Haley ain't winning shit. How does it look? Her against Putin. How does it look? It doesn't look good. You just have
Joe looks good. Was Joe?
It looks good against Nikki Haley. It looks good with Joe. I'm sorry, but a lot of people love Joe Biden, Sam. He even has a dark Brandon persona, his bad boy side. That doesn't work. It works with Joe, Sam. I know you don't buy it. I know, and I don't fucking buy it. But people,
no, but we all know he's a puppet. There's no way he's making daily decisions with his. He's daily involved.
No president makes daily decisions on their own.
Yeah, but there's some people that are more hands-on. There's no way he's hands-on. There's no way.
No. He just.
He's just at the age he's at. It's just maybe he built differently. Maybe he's a LeBron of politics. You know what I'm saying? He got that gene and. Anyways, I'm Team Nikki. Let's go. Next one. Let's wrap this up. I gotta go.
What is this? I didn't we see him before?
I haven't ranked so high.
Man.
Huh? We talked about this last time too. He loaded though. You know what I'm saying? So he's coming from the Silicon Valley, conservative, good economy background. Yeah, it's really between.
Imagine a random.
Bro, he's your people, bro.
Random. He's Indian, dude. No, it doesn't matter. Imagine a random. Let's think about the Republican base, right? Let's say a random person from Tennessee. A random person from Tennessee is not voting Vivek Ramaswamy into office.
Now he's being racist.
Huh? It's just the truth, dude.
You can't give Tucker the Carlson the benefit of the job when he speaks the truth.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that's what people do. Dude, you can go to Trump rallies right now and ask them where Barack Obama. They still think he's born from Africa. They still do.
Look at you.
Go. Haven't you been watching Jordan Klepper? Haven't you been watching Jordan Klepper of the Daily Show interviewing
give the man
Trump
a shot.
Supporters? Huh?
You know what I'm saying? I think he'll last longer than DeSantis.
Who? DeSantis ain't even gonna run.
To be honest, I, I don't think he was on last time, was he? The last time we did this?
I don't know.
I think this is
No.
new to me.
I haven't heard anything about him. I just know his name. He's from
All right,
California.
so we're both in the same spot with Larry. I can't believe where's DeSantos? He really. This must not be a ranking.
There's no DeSantis, bro.
Who's this guy?
Asa Hutchinson. Oh my god.
Governor of Arkansas. Arkansas, bro.
No. Marianne Williamson. There we go. TikTok star Marianne Williamson. So, like I said earlier, Bernie's not running because I'm sure he made a deal with Joe that he won't run against him. He won't run against incumbents. And again,
She did officially declare, though. I didn't know she officially declared.
Good. Like, my thing is, like, I love Bernie Sanders. Like, he's my favorite candidate ever, like, in my lifetime. But another problem with the Democrats is, backing down too easily, not fighting for what's right, like just going for the next best option. Yeah, you're buddies with Joe Biden. You've been in Congress for like 50 years together. So anyway, Marianne Williamson, she's getting a lot of traction online because of her TikTok presence. The Gen Zs love her. Gen Zs hate, the older politicians. And, if Joe Biden wanted to guarantee his spot as the candidate as the president, he would tell Kamala Harris to step down.
You can't fire a black lady and put in a white lady, bro.
That's the thing. That's why they won't do it. And because
you know what you can do, though? What? When Mariana gets cut, vote for Team Nikki. Let's move on, though. Kennedy Jr. It should be Bush, but we'll talk about... Bro, these are all L's, bro. And this is an L.
Anti-vaccine, come on, man. Anti-vax, come on, man.
That's just an L's.
Read a book. Read a book. All right.
Hey, Trump Jr.
Putting fingers himself.
Santos.
So, have you heard...
He got ruined on that ad, though. You're right. He got ruined, like, railed.
They made the ad... They made the ad look like he was eating poop. They made that pudding look like
poop. So bad. And I saw that.
And then they said he
made him look like a child.
And then they made it in the ad. They said Ron DeSantis wanted to take your Social Security away, which is true. And it literally Donald Trump had the most progressive ad I've seen in years. Even though Donald Trump probably take away your Social Security,
but he's I don't know who, but he got a good team. Trump's got a good team.
And right now, also, Ron DeSantis is about to get sued by Disney. Ron DeSantis being sued by Disney. Disney wins.
Yeah, that was too much.
Disney wins 10 out of 10.
You don't mess with Disney, though. You don't mess with Disney.
So it's over for you.
Was too much. Mr. P. Mr. P. He's still in it. He's still in it.
He's not. Can you imagine Mike Pence debating Donald Trump in the primaries?
Can you just imagine him debating in general, first of all? But he's a good vice president kind of seat for Team Nikki. To be honest, that won't work. That won't work. As soon as I said it, that will not work. We need to win as money. Trump. You think Trump was set up to be a vice president?
Trump's not being vice shit.
Hell,
he still thinks he's president. He still thinks he's president.
he might think the primary's rigged when he loses. Move on.
Nah, this guy, we talked about him.
Tim Scott's still here. We talked about him last time.
We did
too.
I don't know who Chris Sununu is, but nobody's gonna vote for president.
Governor of New Hampshire.
I'm sorry, but like
these little small town nations. No, move on.
Can you imagine 47th president of the United States, President Sununu? I'm sorry. I don't mean to make fun of his name, but people.
That's even worse than the Victor one that you said.
Yeah, people aren't voting for it. Optics is important.
I do like him. He has a good shot later on. It's just not his time. He needs to build up his resume.
He says this is who's definitely not running. So.
Yeah, I know, but he needs Pompey.
They're both not running. So.
Yeah, but Hogan, I do like him. He's a good man. Yeah, okay. Maryland. He's in Maryland. He was the Republican that was for vaccines. One of the few Republicans.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and he was Maryland governor in terms of that. That's his big, but like his speaking and intellectual, and not only that though, like he actually cares versus just BS intro politics. He's all about. He's a progressive Republican at the end of the day. That's the way I would describe him, man.